walk into any store or shop that sells storage and you'll no doubt find one of these rope bowls. They come in all different shapes, sizes and colours. But did you know they're also really easy to make? I'm going to show you today on the Virtual Village Hall how to make these little ones using just macrame cord, thread and a sewing machine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop you down, talk you through how it's done. So first of all, you need your macrame cord. So I'm using one of the thinner ones. If you want to make, this is for small bowls, but if you want to make larger bowls, then use a thicker cord or even rope. But the thicker the cord, the more sturdy your needle in your sewing machine will need to be. So just be aware of that. So I've just taken 4 meters off of my macrame ball, and I'm going to cut it off. Don't leave it on the ball, because what can happen is it can twist and sort of get really, really tight. So take it off so it'll be nice and loose and free while you're sewing. So with these, you can use just a plain colour stick or a thread the same colour as your macrame cord. Or if you want to, you can add a bit of colour. If you want the colour on the outside, that's going to be the bobbin thread. And then the colour on the inside is going to be your top thread. You can do various ones. So you could start with one colour and then change up, like I've done on that one. Or you can use a real contrasting colour, like I've done there. So this one, as I say, is for smaller bowls. And we just need to start by taking our macrame cord and then just start pinning it round in a wheel like that. And when you get to about an inch, so 2.5 centimeters, that's when you're ready to start. And what I'm going to do a zigzag stitch. I've got it right up to the top on the width and the length. So I've gone for 6 on my zigzag and 4 on my length. And what I'm going to do is just sew in a cross along there. And that's just going to keep that in place, and that will form the base. So my machine's on. I've got an orange thread underneath, so that's going to be the colour of the outside. And I've just got a plain one on the top. So I want to go backwards and forwards. Straighten it up a little bit. Loosen the thread. And that's the start of our base. Just going to neaten those up. And now what we're going to start doing is just using the zigzag stitch. We're going to start sewing around and around and around and building up our bowl. Just make sure that your zigzag stitch straddles both of those cords that are next to each other. If you miss a couple, it's not a big deal, especially if you're using a similar colour, then you won't notice. If you're using quite a contrasted colour, then that will show. So put my needle in place. I'll just go backwards and forwards to make a knot. make sure that my stitch reaches both of those, and it does. It straddles both sides, and then I can just put my foot on the pedal and start sewing. As it gets bigger, it does get a bit easier. It feels like you've got more control. I'm just going to take these little ones off actually, because I don't want them getting all tangled up. And this is why I was saying about cutting your cord off of the main ball. So you see it's already starting to twine up, and that will make your bowl in an odd shape. So that's why I said to do that. So just get those twists out. I'll check it's looking okay underneath. So if you've just joined us, we are making these rope bowls just using macrame cord and thread. I've just started off with a middle, and we just sewed across with a zigzag stitch, and now I'm just adding more cord as we go along. And that's going to make our base. So once you're happy with that size, you'll start to feel the corners will want to come up, or the edges will want to come up. So just keep on sewing. And you can see that bowl is starting to form. So this might be a nice little job, little creative job, crafty job for you for the weekend. Remember, if you haven't got time to do it today, then the video will be on the Virtual Village Hall Facebook page. Or if, in case you can't find it, then all you need to do is to save the video. You'll find there'll be 3 dots. They'll either be at the right hand corner or maybe in the top, depending on what device you're watching this on. And you can just save the video and watch it later. Or maybe you're part of the craft group on Facebook, and so you can share this with your crafty friends in your group. So I'm just taking some of that twist out. I'll just try and flatten that bit so you can see, if you can see what I'm doing there. But I'm just adding, and the bowl is getting bigger and bigger. Good, just checking that I've caught all those stitches have gone over both sides of they're called. So I've got about a metre left. So this macrame cord is perfect for small bowls. I think it's about 4mm. Any larger bowls, you really are going to want something a little bit more substantial. But these are great just to maybe fill with treats and give as presents, or to use as storage, maybe for sewing, like bobbins, that sort of thing. There's tiny things that you always want to hand, but you never quite know what to do with. And they look so attractive too. Try and keep that down so you can see. Double check it's coming on okay. So we're nearly coming to the end of our cord. And what I just want to do is just finish it off with a little loop. So it's quite attractive anyway, but you could also hang these on little hooks so that you've got them as little storage baskets. So I'll just sew a little bit longer and then I'll show you how we do it. So we want a nice neat end, so I'm just going to take that bit off. And when you've got about, let's see how long that is. So about 3 inches, what's that, 7.5 centimetres left. I'm just going to, you can see that, wrap that round. Might be handy to have a pin as well. Wrap that round underneath the bit that you're just about to sew. Just using a pin to keep that getting there where my fingers can't. And then just sew right over. I'm going to come back a little bit. It's got caught, so I'll just use the pin again just to put that through. It doesn't want to go that one, does it? Right, just going to put lift my foot up. There we go, that's clear. Okay, let's try that bit again. So go forwards, and come backwards. And then I'm just going to push the base of the cord in, a base of that loop in, to make sure it's fully in, going over the side of the cord. Just one more backwards to make the knot. Neaten off your threads. Let's just shape that. Shape that. Where should I do it? You can see it. Oh no. Oh, there, that's it. You can see it there, hopefully. So just shape it so that it's a nice bowl shape with a good flat base. And there you have, hello, there you have your rope bowl. And that took what, about 15 minutes. They're so quick to make and so simple, and they're quite easy as well once you get the hang of just sewing round and round and round and making sure that those stitches straddle each one of those, each side of the cord. So thank you very much for joining me. What do you think on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the hardest? Where do you think you are with that? Do you think you'll be able to give it a go? If you do have any questions, then please do pop them in the comments and I will go through and answer them all. Or if you'd like to, if you wanted to make your own, then we always love to see your photos here on the Virtual Village Hall and hear that you've taken action from these sessions and that you've gone and done something with them. So please do post to let us know that you've done them. So thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure to show you that, and I hope to see you on the Virtual Village Hall again soon. Take care. Bye.